Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. In this video, I will give some review about a movie. And as a big fan of horror movie, so in this video I will give some review about a movie under the title Night Swim. Night Swim is supernatural horror movie that released on January 3rd, 2024. This movie is actually quite highlight because it was directed by Bryce McGuire and also produced by James Wan, who has produced many box office horror movies such as Insidious series and The Conjuring. This movie itself is actually rooted in a short movie with the same title that released on 2014 by Bryce McGuire and Rod Blackhurst. The actors of this movie is Wyatt Russell, Gary Gordon, Emily Hoverly, and Gavin Warren. This movie tells the story about Roy Waller, a former Major League Baseball player who is forced into early retirement due to a degenerative disease. With his family, Ray decides to start a new chapter by moving to a new house from by moving to a new house. From this house will come many terrors from the swimming pool in this house. This movie is quite interesting in terms of story plot. Different from another horror movie, Next Swim actually rise the other side of the terrible swimming pool. The most prominent advantage of this movie can be seen in terms of cinematography that is on point. Not only does it present a dark and gripping effect, but with the right shooting technique, the audience is also can feel the terror of the tension in the water. Moreover, the visual, sound, and horror elements are also very supportive. In addition, Like Swim is not only focused on terror, but also wrapped in drama, story that teach about the importance of family sacrifice. Um, but as a horror movie fan, I give a big expectation to this movie, but sadly, it's not. This movie is not too good for me. However, even though this movie has a unique story, this movie this movie cannot really emphasize the jump scare side. In my opinion, the jump scare effect in this movies is too minimal and can be considered quite a failure. In addition, the initial phase of the movie feels so boring for me. But the climax of this movie can be considered satisfying and quite surprising. And also, the chemistry and interactions between the Waller family are still, which detracts from the emotional appeal that could have been deeper. The failure to explore family relationship in more depth in the hindrance in presenting more intense emotional tension. I think this movie is actually has the potential to be a good movie because it has an interesting premise, but unfortunately, the execution of this movie is still lacking and making this movie to be less good. However, as a horror movie lover, I still can enjoy this movie a little because this movie is still able to present a climax of this movie that is arguably satisfying and quite surprising. So for me, maybe I will give 6 out of 10 for this movie. And I think that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.